guys, welcome to my video. My name is Fernando Branus Nulababut from English Education Program. I am a student at the Indonesian Catholic University of St.PAULUS. Okay, in this video I want to talk about the coronavirus by the definition of coronavirus, some symptoms and preventions from this virus. Okay, coronavirus. What is the coronavirus? Coronaviruses are a group of viruses that can cause disease in animals and humans. A new type of coronavirus have been found to cause COVID-19. Is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. This is a new virus and disease previously unknown before. An outbreak in China 2019. COVID-19 or coronavirus now spread throughout the world starting from 5 months ago. Talking about coronavirus, which is a deadly virus for humans, is very necessary. This virus spreads easily and quickly. People can contract coronavirus from other people who contracted coronavirus. Coronavirus can spread from person to person through sparks from the nose and the mouth that come out when people contract COVID-19, cough and exhale. So therefore, it is important for us to keep more than 1 meter from people who are sick. Symptoms is a physical side and of an illness. The first symptom is fevers. A fever is when your body temperature is too high. It is higher than it should be or higher than normal. The second is you may have symptoms like a cough. The third, you may also have shortness of breath or tightness in your chest. If you have shortness of breath or tightness in your chest, it means that you have pain here, particularly when you try to breathe and you are not able to take deep breaths. For example, your breath may be very slow. You are not to be able to do something like breathe deep. Instead, and again, it's painful. Other symptoms of the coronavirus include common flu symptoms such as sneezing, body aches. A body ache is when your whole body is in pain or it hurts. You may also feel tired, fatigued, and lethargic. Fatigued means very tired, and lethargic means you have no energy. And to stop the spread of this virus, as we know that the government has made some ways. We have probably heard the word art restrictions. Restrictions are limits or ways to control someone or something. Right now, there are many travel restrictions around the world. It means there's a limit or some controls of where you can own and cannot travel to. For example, the airport, harbor, stores, and mall. Second is social distancing. Social distancing means choosing to stay home more often and avoiding people spaces or large crowds when you are out of the house. Social distancing would mean that you don't or have close contact. This is a focused effort to reduce close contact between people, and the purpose of social distancing is to slow down the movement or the spread of the coronavirus. This is why we have to schools from home, working from home using the internet, email, and telephone. This is why large public events are being cancelled and why many businesses have started to encourage you keep your distance, and that means a big change in behavior a lot of us. Depending on where you live, it may be common to shake someone's hand, hug them, or kiss on the cheek when you see them. But right now, it's better to keep the distance again to slow the spread or transmission of the virus. Again, talking about social distancing, choosing to stay home or even if you need to self-quarantine. The first is the presal verb to stock up. Stock up means that to have an household items, and this is perfectly appropriate to do if you are going to self-quarantine for 14 days. That means that you need to have enough food for you and anyone else who is living with you. The third is self-quarantine. The word quarantine means to separate and restrict the movement of people who have the coronavirus or have been exposed to it and those who have not. Many individuals have been asked or have followed to self-quarantine, and what that means is they stay home and they restrict their movements. They don't go on in public unless absolutely necessary. The last is isolation. Isolation is the most multi times. This is a word that we often use when we are talking about the movement of a virus from a person to another. Earlier that the purpose of restrictions, social distancing and self-quarantine are to slow the spread of the movement of the virus from the person or another, and there are three important reasons why we are doing this. Of course, number one is to protect you and all your loved ones. Number two, to protect those who are most vulnerable. Hoard means hoard supplies. Hoard means to have an extra large supply that you hide and keep to yourself. If you are hoarding supplies, it means you are taking more than you need, and the rest of other people don't have the opportunity to also stock up and prepare. And that's something we definitely want to avoid. Everyone right now wants to protect themselves and all our loved ones. And let's start with the words outbreak, epidemic, and pandemic. Now we want to talk about these terms. The first is outbreak. Outbreak is an increase in the number of cases a disease in a particular place. The coronavirus started with an outbreak. Over time, it becomes an epidemic, which is a large outbreak. That means the number of people who have the virus continue to go up quickly. It was over a large geographic area. Now this day we also hear the word pandemic. A pandemic is a global epidemic. It means the number of cases continues to rise rapidly around the globe. It's no longer in one region or one country. It's across multiple regions, countries, and continents. Now, one more word that you may have heard or read in this related to this virus is epicenter. An epicenter is a focal point of center point or a center point. The epicenter of an outbreak would be the particular neighborhood or location where that outbreak began. as we have watched the coronavirus move from an outbreak to an epidemic and then to a pandemic. And that's all my self video presentation about this topic, coronavirus. I hope this video is useful for us, and God bless.